Welcome everyone to an exciting episode of Pillars of Eternity, a very interesting game from what I hear. Everyone absolutely loves it every time I look into this game more and more, and due to the Steam sales that happened recently for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that, I ended up picking up this and quite a few other games that I really want to kind of show off and do. So I ended up picking this one up for like half off, which was insane. It's supposed to be amazing. So right now I'm just kind of going through the graphics, but anyways, welcome to Pillars of Eternity, guys. So I've never played this before. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a bit. I've never played this before. Like I said, from what I hear, it's supposed to be a lot like Baldur's Gate, which I played all the time. I used to play I think it's the PlayStation 2 version, when that one came out. And I absolutely love this game. From what I hear, it looks beautiful. It's amazing. It's a lot like Divinity Original Sin, something like that, where it's kind of more of that top-down view. So there's a lot of people out there that streamed this before, and they said they absolutely love it. So kind of gonna hop into this and kind of see what happens. Hopefully, if it goes well, and if I'm not a complete ass, or if I'm not a complete scrubbish, I guess I'll continue this. Well, let's get started. Alright. Easy difficulty requires minimum micromanagement and easily forgives mistakes in combat. Is strongly recommended for those who are new or recently returning to real-time party-based RPGs. Ooh. But we ain't no bitch. So, normal difficulty requires strategy and efficient, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. It's not recommended for newcomers to real-time party RPGs. Now, that's probably what I'm going to go with. I'm probably going to go with normal. I haven't played real-time party RPGs in a long time, so probably best to start out with normal. Let's see. The hard difficulty is suited for Infinity Engine veterans who are looking for a challenge. Survival requires micromanagement and optimizing of stats through items, spells, and abilities. Now this intrigues me. There's a lot of games out there that they throw in a fourth difficulty. XCOM does it, stuff like that. I just kind of see they took the idea of XCOM where they're doing like expert mode or trial of iron, something like that, where it's like if your party members die, they die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. In games like this, where it's like mystical magic, gods, deities, stuff like that, usually they'll throw in something like you can resurrect your party members, But let's see what Path of Doom is. In the Path of Doom difficulty, enemies receive a bonus to most stats and encounters have many more enemies. Warning, this option cannot be changed in-game. I like that. That is fucking great. It is only intended for players who want the most punching encounters. Whip me. Expert mode disables number of helpers. Features in the game. Players, okay, I don't care about that. Trial of Iron mode, only one save file is kept through the entire playthrough. You'll probably see me do that where I do multiple saves, only because this is an option game, which I think it is. I know Divinity kind of is in a way. That I kind of like to go out and kind of see what other situations are like. But we're going to stick with normal for now. So let's go to accept and see what happens. Probably not talk through the cutscenes as much unless I have something really interesting to say, but often doesn't happen. First though, I love the art. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. But holy shit, I can't wait. Oh, don't tell me you crashed. Oh no. Thank you.
Night. Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern, his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
So that's cool. I absolutely love his voice. It reminds me a lot of Darkest Dungeon, like that narration. It's fucking great. But damn, I love games that will do that. Hopefully it does that throughout most of them. I'm not very good with voices, but I'll try my best to kind of add variation to it. But let's see what happens. Yeah, character creation. Fuck yeah. Well, right away. I ain't black, but am I female or am I male? That's the real question. Now for me, I love doing female runs only because there are a few games that penalize you for actually like choosing between male and female. I think like Dark Souls does that, but other than that, there's no real penalties for it. And I absolutely love that for one. For two, I just love doing female runs. They're a lot more fun in my eyes. Whenever usually gives me the option. I believe with this, you'll have multiple characters, so I'll end up making probably like, I might do a full female party just to see if I can, which I think would be great. But for now, let's start with a female and kind of see how we go from here. Alright, now, yes, multiple races. So, like I said, I haven't played this before, so I don't know really what the races are. D&D usually teaches you quite a bit, so you'll normally have the normal races, the humans, you'll have the elves, which, ooh, I already like that already. Dwarves, I'm not gonna lie, it seems really disproportionate. Like, her head just looks way too big for her body, but it's just me. Orlans, I think, are orcs, right? No, Orlans are the smallest of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-toned skin, bodies, Orlans are commonly found in Erin Galfeth. I actually love the fact that they give you kind of texts about it too, like kind of like how Wikipedia might do that or something like that, where you kind of hover over it and it will tell you. Hopefully we'll have time to do a lot more like in-depth like information about this. If you guys really want to read it, I'll often probably just hover over it and let you guys pause the video if you guys want to read it. So go ahead, and if you want to. For the most part, if it really doesn't portray to the story, I probably won't care about it. But that's cool. So to me, my first instinct would tell me that they're werewolves of some type. So now really what caught my eye were the fucking godlikes. Oh, okay. Oh god, you are ugly. That would explain why they're called godlikes. Cause god are they ugly. The godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. Yeah, no, I would not consider that a blessing. Oh, God, you're ugly. Oh. I can't tell if that's... Oh, dude, is this smoke coming from the back of there? Oh, that's cool, though. This is really cool. Okay, these aspects may take many forms, often come with mystical powers. Burnt head shapes are typical, and godlikes are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their ability to reproduce, and godlikes are often viewed with fear and wonder. Yeah, I can see why. What are you? Oh, okay, you're just avatars. Yeah, no, you're just an avatar lady, basically. So they're basically like ocean orcs, I guess. Guess way I could describe it. largest of the Kith races are commonly found in or near oceans, though truly aquatic. They have affinity for water in many of their civilizations. So, okay, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, no, they're just ocean orcs or giants, whatever you might want to consider it. So, um, my instinct is always usually to go with like a rogue class, only because I really love rogues. Usually when I play like D&D or in games like this, I'll go with a battle mage or I'll go with a rogue. I love playing a battle mage just because it's so much fun, just because I have that ability to just wield a giant ass sword and then cast magic, and it's fucking great. Rogues are really fun to play. In D&D, they're kind of more just utility characters. And I'm really sad that most rogues in like an actual like RPG game don't really get their shine or anything like that. Only because they're not as good as anyone else. Usually, if you go a rogue, you're going dual wielded, and that's about it. Or archery, that too. So I just like the elf. I think at the first glance, I just absolutely love this character. So I think we'll go with the elf for now. Alright. Ooh, this is great. They have sub races. Yes! I love that fact. So, like, there's a lot of games out there that do sub races. I think Divinity does it. I know Dragon Age Origins does it. Only for the elves, though. Only because it's a lot easier to do it. There's so many games out there that do sub races. I love it. Is there anyone else who do? Yes. Alright. Meadow folk, ocean folk. This is, ooh, you are pretty. I like you. Ooh, and each sub-race, of course, has their own, like, special abilities, or, they do something extra. Damn, I might have to go with that human now. Fuck. Nah, we'll stick with Al for now. Alright, so... Oh God, you are ugly. All right, no, we're gonna stick with you. Disadvantage against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away. Wood elves gain bonus to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. So right away, just from that, you know wood elves are archers for the most part. Just because if you can keep them in the back line, then yeah, you're gonna do great. I really just want to kind of go in and see kind of what else they have here. Oh my God. Minor threat when attacking any target that is also being targeted by teammate. Hearth Orlands convert some of their hits into crits. That's cool. So right away, again, you can tell that this one's going to be a rogue of some sorts. Obviously warrior class. Yeah, barbarian warrior, obviously. Dwarves, what do you got? Mountain dwarves, Barland dwarves. So yeah, same thing. I think... Ugh. I really like her now. I just like the beginning of it. That also determines a lot when I choose races. Like, if there's not a lot of games out there that will, really matter for what classes, like, say, for example, Dragon Age Origins, like, if you weren't a dwarf, you could do any class. Like, you could be a fighter, you could be a rogue. Same with humans, you could be a fighter, rogue, whatever. And, there wasn't too many stat differences. Right away you can see like this, but to me, really, stat differences like this don't make a huge difference to me, just because, like, depending on how their level system works, like, if you level up and then you get, like, say, 5 points to spend, and, like, dexterity, intelligence, anything like that, doesn't really make a huge difference. Only difference it would really make is just your starting. But it usually gives you, like, an example of, like, how you should build this character. So, humans are usually, like, just common. Like, they can be pretty much whatever. Doesn't really matter. Magic, rogue, fighter, battle mage, anything like that. Obviously, these ones are built more for being fighters, by the guess of it, two-handed. Dwarves are definitely fighters. They can't use magic very well, but, they're just meant to kind of be the tanks of the parties. Elves, usually ranged, or magic users, highly magic users, or, archers. I'm gonna guess thieves, most likely. Like I said, I haven't played these two, so I have no idea really what these two would be like. Her would probably be like probably a battle mage would probably be my guess, just because they're unique that they can probably use really good magic and then be good at fighting. So I think we're gonna say yeah. Let's just go with the wood elf and kind of go with archery. Yes. Now this is wonderful. Multiple classes. Love it already. God. This whole first video is just gonna be me just making my fucking character. So what kind of classes do they have? Well, let's see. Barbarian, of course. Everyone knows that if you've ever played D&D, they're rampaging monsters, high damage dealers. They go in, they just basically drug themselves up on like rage is usually what it's called in D&D. Don't know what they might do with it, but carnage. There you go. When barbarians hit with melee attacks, they automatically make reduced damage attacks at all. There's one. Okay, yeah. So obviously barbarians kind of know that's hot. I'm not gonna lie. What are chanters? All right. So if you kind of see me question on like what this might be is I haven't played this before again, so I don't know if they have any different classes than like what D&D might, what Divinity might have, anything like that. So I don't know really what a chanter is. I'm gonna guess probably a battle mage of some sorts, kind of like a Templar from Dragon Age. So let's see. In every culture across era, I apologize in advance if I do make any mistakes on the naming. Fuck off, in other words. I mean, I'm gonna make mistakes. There are enchanters. Many historians consider enchanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. So yeah. So probably like a priest or a cleric in a way is going to be my guess. Seeing that they don't have any clerics here, I'm going to guess that they're going to be like the healers of some sorts, or a paladin essentially. Well, like more like a paladin, except like they don't have to follow the rules like usually like paladins do. Alright, their howls phrases stringing their collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in kind of a reenactment. Okay, so basically they do AoE buffs or AoE negative buffs, stuff like that. That's gonna be my guess. Phrases and chants. All chanters can constantly speak chants made of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects. What is a passive? A passive talent or ability is one that can be added to a character where the bonus is gained automatically. For example, a character with snake reflexes can gain their bonus to reflex saves automatically. So that's cool. So that's D&D essentially. And help build a character. Sorry. Phrases produce passive effects and help build a chanter's power until they can use Inquisition. No. Basically, they can use a spoken phrase or words that they use for a turn or something like that. Powerful magical effects that chanters can create after they have spoken a required number of phrases through their chants. So that's cool, yeah. So, like I said, AoE, I don't know why they'd be two-handed, but that's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pause the video here while I pee real quick. Probably not gonna pause it, but you know, it's whatever. I'll just edit this part out. Reminder me, edit it out. Unless it's funny and I'm peeing, but I don't really think it is. Alright. So I'll probably end up skipping. Yeah. Alright. So I'll probably end up skipping past most of them. Honestly, if you've ever played D&D or anything like that, or you can probably assume what most are if you've seen like Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's music coming from. I was so confused. I heard guitars and I thought my roommate was home. Alright, so recent discovery in Eastern Reach. Ciphers were once called Brajabajawin, or mine hunters, by the Gland fans. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another's person's soul and psyche using an ally or enemy's essence as the force in their magic. That's cool. So right away, D&D, they're known as, I think, psychs. Yeah, I think they're psychs. Um, which are just pretty much these. Like, if you played League of Legends before, Oriana, the little, or the metal girl, she carries around an orb. And what psychs do is they do the same thing, except they kind of conjure all their spells into them. Psychs are just broken as fuck. Just basically, I think it's like level 5, level 6. You just infinite strength, infinite dexterity, whatever the fuck you want. It's insane. So to me, that's like a psych mixed in with like a blood mage essentially, where they're just like, here, let me control you, using an ally's or an enemy's essence. So that's cool. To me, this sounds overpowered as fuck. Powers, ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul force effects. These powers cost focus, which ciphers build through the use of their soul whips. That's cool. So, already backline, just basically direct the enemy, control the battlefield essentially. So that's cool. Druids, I already know what those are. People who just love nature. That's a weird buckler, but okay. Fighters, everyone knows what that is. A monk, you know what that is. Fights with their fists. Paladins are cool. Really faithful religions, basically. They're just like, let me devote myself to a god. And then the god's like, yes, here's magic. And then if the paladin devotes enough, I've seen like some where you can be like, in D&D, like, if you just basically convert yourself to your god and devote yourself, you can actually get their weapon and stuff. Especially like D&D, it's so cool. So you'd be like, I'm a paladin who worships this god of like hunting or whatever, and then the god's just like, here's my weapon. So you're like, yes, hand me your sword, and then you get a bow, and you're like, oh fuck, it's fun. Yeah, paladins, priests. I will never understand why priests always use a mace, but alright. Rangers, already talked about this. Rogues, already talked about this. And same with wizards, already talked about this. Oh my god, it's clipping through her. Well, yeah. Really cool, though. So, honestly, if it's my guess, then probably Ranger's going to be probably a good thing. Rangers also usually start out with animal companions. Kind of the same with druids, except it takes a bit longer for them to do it. So honestly, let's go with a ranger, only because it seems cool. I'll probably end up like diving into one of these two if I get to make another character, which I'm going to assume I can, or get more people on my team. So we're going to start out with a ranger. So we know 2 abilities already. We know wounding shot, and we know marked prey. To me, I already know like marked prey is just like mark someone, probably do additional damage to them. Wounding shot, bleeding effect is gonna be my guess. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. Now, ooh, what do I want as a companion? Ooh. Yeah. Antelope, bear, boar, lion, stag, and wolf. Well, obvious choices are a wolf, bear, or boar. Boar companions inflict more damage when they are below 50% endurance. Lion. What does the lion do? Okay. So that's new too. I didn't know this. So despite these advantages, there are risks to the relationship. Rangers share a literal life bond with their animal companions. When one is wounded, they can sense it and feel intense emotional pain. If a ranger or animal companions are knocked unconscious, the partner suffers from bond grief, affecting accuracy and other stats until the downed. Okay, if a ranger has ever killed the animal companion, immediately dies from their grief. Ooh, that's intense. Okay. Um. All right. So let's go with a bear. I'm a bear, motherfucker. All right. Shit. What do we name it? Fuck. Hey, coming up with names. Never good at them. Um. Damn it. If there was a bird in here, we could have called it freaking Valor. Um. Fuck it. Let's call it Volley Bear. Fuck. No. Let's call it Tibbers. Calling it Tibbers. Alright. Hang on. Oh, okay, I pick one. I thought I started out with both of them. One counter, two per counter. Let's go ahead and do marked prey. Alright, tippers. Alright. So, what I really like, it kind of gives you already like, hey, this is kind of what you should put it into, is might, and perception. So, might, basically your strength. So probably with this, I'm really surprised that dexterity doesn't affect. Well, no, okay, this isn't D&D, but all right. So really early on, it doesn't matter too much. Most of the time, you want to go with like their recommendations, so I'm probably going to start out with those 15, probably even that out to that as well, and then probably concentration will, that's for magic users, and probably add a little more health too. With me, I really like evening out all my stats. Now I do usually, like in games like this, I always have a character for a situation. So like they'll be like, hey, you should put some points into intelligence, but I'm like, well, no, because I'll most likely get a wizard or someone who will be able to do all of this better than I can. Like it will say like problem solving, sudden realization, detection, like that. And if this isn't a game where like, for example, everything happens at once or that character's turn, so like, I guess let me rephrase that. So, if it goes turn by turn where, like, I'm the ranger and I don't realize what's happening around them, but then the next turn the wizard does, then the wizard will realize it. So, I mean, oftentimes having, like, early realizations of it is better, but honestly, I can't see intelligence really being recommended for a ranger only. Well, I can because of the area of effects spells, so there's a lot like that. But for now, I'm just a single target. Like, basically a sniper, so we're just gonna leave it at that for now. What the hell? Alright, culture. Shit. Okay. So I guess each culture basically determines what you are, how advanced your stats are, stuff like that. Is there anything cool about them though? So the Ardari Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. It is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, Greater Adaris is at the heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations. Deadfire. Alright, that just sounds cool, right? Constants of the nations of none even try. Dozens of Amaria settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands that stretch along the southern seas. Deadfire is a home to Borland dwarves, the Maria, and mixed variations of other races. Deadfire is the last stop for anyone headed east, and a multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest. So basically, I become a pirate, in a way. Um, so really, it's between these two. I mean, since really I don't really want to go too much into the other ones. I mean, I'll probably Barbarian Wastelands. That's essentially it. The Living Lands. That sounds cool though. Living Lands is the Montress region of large. Okay, landlines, weathers, and people. Okay, so I live in the mountains. For now, let's just go with this. Just because it's gonna be super simple right now. Okay. Fuck. Alright, what is my background? Whew. An aristocrat. You lived your life among the nobility. Your days have been marked by lavish meals and, ooh, I'm a rich elf. Yeah. Or I was a colonist. You were part of a group that founded a flogging colony in distant land. Not too bad. Let's see. You made your name for yourself as a troublemaker. Disrespect for authority and lack of care regarding the rules are recurring themes in your life. Cool. Okay. I'm a drifter? Never found. Okay. Not too bad. I was a slave. You have never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence, and someone has told you what to do your entire life. I mean, that's just today. I mean, let's be real. Cloggerman. Did I dance? Pity and prayer are the cornerstones of your public life. Okay, so basically I was a priest. Merchant. You traded goods from all over the world, parrying items to buyers. Okay, not too bad. I was a mercenary. Blade in battle is the way of life. You solve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. In all honesty, the way that I see my character going, I'm female, I'm a wood elf, I'm a ranger. So in all reality already, I'm either going to be probably a hunter. I think I'm going. What do mechanics do? Traps and locks can be a problem for even the toughest adventure during. Okay. Alright, so here's my backstory then. So, I grew up here, kind of in the city, more or less. Um, we'll kind of put in more of these. So, like, we'll say that I was part of a colony. We found it out, but I was a little kid back then. It was about wee young lass. When like I didn't feel like I fit in, so I became more of a drifter more and more often. And I didn't really want to leave my home too badly, but then again, I was like, nah, I gotta go out and find myself in the world. Um, I was then captured. So we're gonna say that I was captured by, fuck no, I can't say that. For now, I think we're gonna be a drifter. Yeah. So for now, we're gonna be a drifter, basically stating that like I was part of a colony. I hated it. I wanted more in my life. I never wanted to be in a colony. I wanted to live in the nobility. So in order to do that, though, I needed money. So my ultimate plan here is to acquire as much money as possible. But I'm not going to be a merchant. Basically, I'm going to find my money through multiple means. Meaning, either I'm going to steal it from other thieves, bandits, such like that, or I'm going to find it in dungeons. So that's where my glory is going to come from. So. We're gonna do that. Alright, cool. And I get to create my characters, so that's a little more. Holy shit, there are a lot. Oh god. Oh, I see. This is just the ooh. That's cool though. And then that's something else. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Skin. Yeah, my hair. Ooh. That's the one thing I really hate about some of these games too. Like blonde hair just never looks natural. It just looks really shiny and kind of dumb sometimes. I really like that red hair though too. That's another thing. Red hair also doesn't look natural either. I'll go with black. Head appearance. Ugh, I like two. And then my hair. Ooh, I like that. Let's just kind of see what the other ones are like. Ooh. Yeah. Alright.
Oh? Leading the way. Ha! Quickly and quietly. Now I am leader of the group. Yeah! Keeping quiet. Mm-hmm. Follow me. Death to our enemies!
Quietly now. What is it?
Alright, so if you want to become more of a sissy, I'm not gonna lie.
Follow me.
That's funny.
Yeah!
I like that
Bathe in
option.
the dark.
That's cool.
Yes. I've got this. Time to see and not be seen.
I like that one. Alright. Well, I mean, we got a bear named Tibbers, so obviously we need to be Annie. I mean, that's just a given. We are Annie. We are Annie, the level 1 ranger. Which, yeah, no, it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter. Fuck it. Alright. I like it. Let's go. Alright. What? I think I'm going to capture it there. So, I'll have part 2 out relatively soon, guys, as well. Probably follow it up with it. I'll probably end the video right after this. If there's, I'm going to guess the beginning cutscene. That's just my thought, so. No. Alright, jumping right into the game. Well, no, there is a beginning cutscene. Alright, well, I'm going to cut it right there, guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Can't wait to see if you guys want to, well, regardless of you guys what you want to see, I'm going to continue playing this and probably recording it. So, let me guys know how you think I did. If you guys have played this before, give me your opinion, kind of tell me what I need to look out for, stuff like that. On that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys soon.